Today, I'm going to share 3 ways to preserve eggs for up to 2 years without a refrigerator. These are the eggs I picked from my garden. They were laid by free-range ducks and chickens raised right here at home. To make eggs last that long, never use store-bought eggs because those have already been washed. We need unwashed eggs. Method 1. If your eggs are dirty, use a small brush to clean them gently. This step removes dirt or droppings that could cause bacterial contamination during storage. Remember this rule: don't wash your eggs and don't buy them from supermarkets. If you look closely, you'll see a thin, powdery coating on the eggshell. That natural layer acts as protection. It prevents bacteria from entering and keeps the eggs fresh longer. Washing the eggs removes this coating, exposing the tiny pores on the shell. That allows bacteria and moisture to pass through easily, causing the eggs to spoil much faster. If there's dust or dirt, simply wipe it off with a clean dry cloth or soft brush. Once the natural layer is gone, the egg begins to lose moisture, and the white becomes watery, and the yolk loses elasticity, reducing freshness and flavor. Only wash eggs right before cooking, and if possible, buy directly from local farmers. A bit of dirt is no big deal. Now let's prepare the jar. You can use either a glass jar or a plastic jar, but choose one with a wide mouth. It makes placing and removing the eggs easier. Carefully put the eggs inside. Be gentle so they don't crack. Next, we'll prepare slaked lime. You can also use lime powder. Mix 3 tablespoons of slaked lime with 1 liter of water. Since this basin holds 3 liters of water, I'm adding 9 tablespoons of lime. Slaked lime helps kill bacteria and fungi. Our ancestors used lime to coat house walls. It was their way of disinfecting. Fruit growers also apply lime to tree trunks to protect them from disease. It's even used in the food industry. Now pour the lime water over the eggs. When eggs are soaked in lime water, the calcium hydroxide forms a thin coating on the shell's surface. As carbon dioxide naturally escapes from the egg through tiny pores, it reacts with the calcium hydroxide to form calcium carbonate, also known as limestone. This limestone layer seals the pores, blocking bacteria and microorganisms from entering the egg. It also helps retain moisture, preventing evaporation and keeping the eggs fresh and nutritious for a very long time. After that, cover the jar tightly and store it in a cool, dark place until you need the eggs. Here's what it looks like after the lime hardens. Eggs preserved this way can last up to 2 years while maintaining their nutritional value. If you like this method, please leave me a heart or a thumbs up in the comments. Thank you so much for your support. Method 2. Preserving eggs with ash. First, prepare some ash. Ash is produced when you burn firewood, leaves, paper, etc. After burning, clean and sift it. This is the fine ash I've collected. Next, prepare a container. It can be a plastic box, a foam box, or even a cardboard box. Spread a layer of ash on the bottom and level it out evenly. Then, place a single layer of eggs on top of the ash. The eggs should not touch each other or the sides of the container. Just like this. This is a traditional method used by farmers in the old days. Ash creates a dry environment, absorbs moisture, and prevents bacteria from entering. Its mild alkalinity also helps inhibit the growth of mold and bacteria on the eggshell. Next, cover the layer of eggs completely with more ash. Repeat this layering process until all the eggs are used up. Finally, pour a top layer of ash about 2 to 3 centimeters thick. If you don't have ash, you can use rice bran or rice husks instead. Seal the container tightly and store it in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight. With this method, fresh eggs can be preserved for 4 to 6 months without spoiling. Check the eggs every 10 days to see if any have gone bad, and remove them to prevent affecting the others. Method 3. These are the eggs that have already been washed. Now I'm going to boil them. Prepare a pot. Add enough water to cover the eggs. Add 30 milliliters of vinegar and 2 tablespoons of salt. Stir well to dissolve the salt. Cover the pot with a lid. Now turn the heat to high and heat the water until it reaches about 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Remove the lid and gently place the eggs into the pot. I add the larger eggs first, then the smaller ones. Once all the eggs are in, cover the pot again. Continue boiling until the water comes to a full boil. When it starts boiling, reduce the heat to medium and cook for 10 minutes. While waiting for the eggs, let's prepare some other ingredients. A bit of black pepper, some peeled garlic. Grate 1 carrot into thin strips onto a plate. Then, grate 1 beetroot onto another plate. Set everything aside for later use. Now the time is up, and the eggs are fully cooked. Remove them from the pot and place them in cold water. Where are you watching from? Please leave a comment to let me know. Once cooled, peel the eggs carefully. It's nice to know that we see each other all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can subscribe by clicking the subscribe button. It's great to see your support. Here are 3 jars that I sterilized with steam for 15 minutes. Add a few cloves of garlic. Then add about 5 to 7 peppercorns to each jar. Place the boiled eggs into the jars. After that, add 1 teaspoon of salt to each jar. Salt helps create a basic flavor and has antibacterial properties, allowing the eggs to be preserved for a longer time. Now add 2 tablespoons of 9% vinegar. If you're using 5% vinegar, use 4 tablespoons. Vinegar helps slow down the fermentation process and extends the shelf life of the eggs. Fill this jar with carrots. And the next one with beetroot. Each jar has a capacity of 1,000 milliliters. I'll pour hot water into each jar until full. Now, wipe the rims clean. Then seal the lids tightly on each one. Prepare a large pot and place a towel at the bottom. Carefully arrange the jars of eggs inside. Then, add hot water to the pot until it reaches just below the lids. Put the pot on the stove and cover it with a lid. Bring the water to a boil over high heat, then reduce to low and simmer for 15 minutes to sterilize. When the time is up, remove the jars from the pot. Be sure to check the seals carefully to prevent air from getting in, which could spoil the eggs. You can check by turning the jars upside down on the table. After that, let them cool completely and store in a cool, well-ventilated place. Eggs preserved this way can be kept for up to 6 months. Which of the 3 preservation methods do you like best, or do you have another way to store eggs? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for your support. The video ends here. If you have any comments, please leave a comment below. If you find the video interesting, please give me a like. Don't forget to share it with your relatives and friends. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. Goodbye. See you in the next video.